Hello and welcome everyone. This year, the first quarter has been great for gamers, with some of the coolest games released so far, and there are many more to come. Let me share the top 20 games that I found are worth a try. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is an action-adventure game by Machine Games, to be published by Bethesda Softworks. It's based on the Indiana Jones franchise, featuring an original narrative set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. In 1937, Indiana Jones aims to stop groups that seeking power linked to the Great Circle, mysterious sites forming a perfect circle on a map. The game spans real-world locales like Rome, Thailand, Egypt, and the Himalayas. It's set to release for Windows and Xbox Series XS in 2024.
You have any idea how old that was?
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle. I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
Outpost Infinity Siege is an FTD game combining FPS, tower defense, and base building elements. Command the mobile outpost with XN firearms to explore the Signet surveillance area. Collect unique weapon units and enhance outpost firepower. Gather resources, merge and upgrade units to build your own outpost. Join friends for harvest days or face endless waves of monsters in endless mode. It's set to release on the 26th of March this year.
We are the Earth United Army, and with us, hope lives again. The Ring of Olympus. The zenith of our civilization, our pride and crowning achievement. Yet once our greatest accomplishment became the herald of our demise. The AI SEAL, along with his unstoppable army, shattered our pride, our dignity, and our world. The long night of despair had fallen upon us, brought about by the hands of our very own creations. As humanity's last bastion of hope, we took refuge inside Earth's subterranean shelter. Armed with 10 outposts, we sought out the pieces of our shattered civilization.
ZOOCHOSIS is a body cam horror simulation game. You're a zookeeper. You find out that some animals are infected and turning into mutants. Save them and save yourself. Unravel the mystery of the zoo. Choose wisely. Your choices will determine your ending. The release date for the game is yet to be announced.
Now you're a night zookeeper. The job is not difficult. You have nothing to worry about.
Alone in the Dark is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Pieces Interactive and published by THQ Nordic. The game is a reimagining of the original 1992 Alone in the Dark and the 7th installment in the Alone in the Dark video game series. It is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series XS on the 20th of March 2024.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, where thousands of young to salvation have gone. Oh God, she knows I'm one.
Don't let them get inside, compare. They're not the good kind.
Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground.
Maybe the Dark Man just likes it when you suffer.
Have you ever talked to a doctor about your condition?
This is madness!
Are you crazy? Fall on your knees, wear the mask, praise his name.
Welcome to the madhouse, Detective.
Avowed, developed by Obsidian Entertainment and published by Xbox Game Studios, is an upcoming action role-playing video game set in the world of Eora, the same universe as Pillars of Eternity. Scheduled for release before the end of 2024 for Windows and Xbox Series XS, players will engage in action-packed combat from a first-person perspective. Utilizing magic, melee weapons, and firearms, players can defeat enemies and unleash various spells like freezing foes or ensnaring them. The game offers versatile combat setups such as dual pistols, dual wands, and two-handed axes, with skill trees and weapon upgrades enhancing gameplay depth. While not entirely open world, Avowed features expansive open zones for exploration.
To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls. You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us. The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Digested is a body cam horror survival game where you must outwit a giant snake determined to devour you. Use tools and abilities to plan your escape, relying on the map to navigate unknown terrain. Find your extraction pod and avoid being eaten alive. Each playthrough offers a unique experience with randomized starting points, navigation points, power-ups, and pod locations, demanding adaptable strategies and quick thinking. The game is set to release in the second quarter of this year. ENENRA is a third-person character action game set in the cyberpunk world of Neo-Tokyo. Here, every individual is born with a demon core, a crystalline organ granting supernatural abilities. Ronin Industries, a powerful mercenary organization, recruits elite demon core wielders. You play as ENENRA, a demon core hunter and member of Ronin Industries. The release date of this game is yet to be unveiled. Frostpunk 2, developed and published by 11-Bit Studios, is an upcoming city-building survival video game. Set 30 years after the original, players must build and manage a city in the wake of a worldwide volcanic winter, making morally and politically controversial choices for survival. The game is set to be released for Windows PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and Series S in early 2024. As the city grows, players encounter factions with conflicting ideals, and the idea tree offers new research options, with adopting factions' ideas potentially upsetting others.
Some say we abandoned God. But it is us, not them, who brought us this far. And those who make sacrifices today will reap the rewards of tomorrow.
Harm Weather Warfare is a survival simulator where you must hunt animals, defend yourself against them, and fight enemies who aim to capture or kill you in order to survive. Additionally, you must kill to stay alive. However, the most significant aspect of the game is surviving in extreme weather conditions, with killing being a means of survival. The game is set to release in 2024.
The weather freaked out. It's hard to survive. We have no water and food. I need to protect my daughter. Help us.
JUMUN Will on the Blade is an upcoming Souls-like action RPG developed using Unreal Engine 5. The game challenges players to navigate the landscape, battle horrifying monsters, hone their fighting skills, and ascend to mastery in martial arts. While details about the game remain unknown, the developer revealed that JUMUN is set to release on PC and consoles. An official Steam page is expected to launch soon, offering more insights into the game. Manor Lords is a strategy game where you live the life of a medieval lord, build your village into a city, manage resources, and expand through conquest. Inspired by late 14th century Franconia, the game prioritizes historical accuracy for authentic visuals and gameplay. Medieval tropes are avoided for a more genuine and colorful world.
Some for mining. And some will process the resources to make expensive goods, like shoes or clothing. Depending on the optimization of your production chains, the price of the goods will change, affecting the market attractiveness. Free merchants will travel more frequently to towns that have rare and more affordable goods. These merchants are the only way to get wealth in the game. Lord's treasury, however, is split from the regional wealth. As the lord or lady, you must tax your towns and villages in order to get money.
Paranormal Tales is a next-gen horror game based on found footage. The game is being developed in Unreal Engine 5. Experience tragic tales of those who vanished through body cams, phones, and VHS cameras. Each file offers a self-contained experience, revealing what happened to the people who recorded them, developed with hyper-realism for a visually stunning experience. Release date of this game yet to be announced.
Hello? Teddy! Teddy! Come here, boy! Oh, what has gotten into him? Teddy! Teddy, come on now! Teddy, for fuck's sake!
Prison Architect 2 is an upcoming private prison construction and management simulation game by Double 11 and Paradox Interactive. Serving as a sequel to Prison Architect, it features full 3D gameplay, set for release on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS on the 7th of May 2024. The game was announced by Paradox Interactive in January 2024 and developed by Double 11, who took over after the acquisition from Introversion Software in 2019. The release date was initially set for the 26th of March 2024, but has been delayed for bug fixes and optimization. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is an upcoming first-person shooter survival horror game developed and published by Ukrainian studio GSC Game World. It will be the fourth game released in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R video game series and the first to debut on consoles after 15 years since Call of Pripyat in 2009. Originally planned for 2012, development was halted until 2018 when it resumed with Unreal Engine 5. Initially set for December 8, 2022, the game was delayed due to the Ukrainian conflict. Now scheduled for release on September 5, 2024 for Windows and Xbox Series XS.
Dimitri and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we found in the zone, but we can't quite seem to get all the pieces to fit. Maybe you can figure it out.
It reminded me that we used to be puppets.
I took just one awkward step, and my whole world plunged into darkness. I'm sorry, Strider.
That was the day the perceived fields were turned off. Suddenly, the voice of Monolith was gone. I felt as if I was awakening from a years-long coma. And through the scope, I saw the body of an unknown soldier fall.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance and get control of the anomalous energy.
Only I didn't choose that path. Unlike you.
Hellblade 2 is an upcoming action-adventure game by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios, serving as the sequel to Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. It retains the concepts and gameplay elements of its predecessor, including permadeath, puzzles, and an exploration of Senua's mental state. The game introduces a new, more dynamic fighting system and goes deeper into Norse mythology. It is scheduled to release for Windows and Xbox Series XS on the 21st of May, 2024.
All the lives inside me tell me to let go. The shadow will always hang over me.
UNRECORD, developed by Drama, is an upcoming first-person shooter game that gained attention for its photorealistic graphics showcased in an early gameplay trailer in April 2023. Players will take on the role of a tactical police officer, primarily through the perspective of a police body camera. According to the game's Steam page description, players will investigate criminal cases and interact with characters through a dialogue system. The release date for the game is yet to be announced.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Where the fuck is Oscar?
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, an action-adventure game by Ubisoft, is part of the Prince of Persia series, released on January 18th, 2024 for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Windows, and Xbox. It received positive reviews. The game features Metroidvania elements with interconnected worlds, secret rooms, and puzzles. Players collect time crystals for weapon upgrades and can revisit challenges with new skills. The game allows players to take screenshots and pin them to recognize and remember unsolved puzzles they have encountered.
So I can't say no. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Helldivers 2, developed by Arrowhead Game Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, is a third-person shooter and the sequel to the 2015 top-down shooter Helldivers. Released for PlayStation 5 and Windows on the 8th of February 2024, it received positive reviews and sold 1 million units within its first 3 days. Similar to its predecessor, players can select stratagems like cluster bombs and sentry guns. It offers multiplayer for up to 4 players and includes crossplay between PlayStation 5 and Windows.
The Federation of Super-Earth, keeping managed democracy safe with the lives of our heroes, protecting freedom from tyranny with the gentle touch of an iron fist. But liberty's enemies march ever closer. Together, we must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Together for liberty.
Together for liberty.
Together, they fight for freedom. Will you? Enlist in the galaxy's elite fighting force. Work together to protect your future. Dispense peace with the ultimate weaponry. Become a legend. Join the Helldivers.
Enshrouded, a survival action role-playing game by Keen Games, launched via early access on January 24th, 2024 for Windows. Set to release in late 2024 for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, it supports up to 16 players. Like other survival games, players need to manage their hunger and thirst level. Players can use a variety of weapons to defeat enemies, and they can dodge and parry hostile attacks. As players progress in the game, they will unlock new talents, further boosting their combat capabilities and allowing players to specialize in one of 3 classes: Trickster, Battle Mage, or Survivor. This game is gaining much popularity and receiving positive reviews within just a month of its release.
None but the darkness, the malice, the relentless legions of the mist. Alone, no one stands against the Shroud. But you are not alone, for now we come with iron and steel, and the flame of the ancients in our veins. Together, we take back what was stolen. We reshape this earth to our will. Together, we declare, if this is to be the end, it will not be ours.
And finally, PALWORLD, which I have been playing for a month now. In this game, you can peacefully live alongside mysterious creatures known as PALs, or risk your life to drive off a ruthless poaching syndicate. PALs can be used to fight, or they can be made to work on farms or factories. You can even sell them or eat them. PALs can be mounted to traverse the land, sea, and sky, allowing you to explore various environments as you travel across the world. It's one of the most played games on Steam right now. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked this video. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.